Suppose in this case you want to extrude this sketch. You do not want to extrude all the region. Suppose you want to extrude inside region, only this region, not this circular region or this square region. How do I do that? You can do this thing by using Extrude boss. In the Extrude boss, when I activate this thing, I have to select the sketch. After selecting this sketch, I have to select the region. This is the selected contour. I have to select the contour. By default, it selects one contour. This region by default it selects, but I will delete that region. Now I will select this region because I want only this region to be Extrude boss. After selecting this region, I will keep the thickness. After putting the thickness, if everything is okay, then I will press OK. So by this way, for a complex sketch, you can make the extrude on your desired region. And if you think you want to change the region, you want to add this region and this region, you can do also that thing by adding this selected contour. There are 3 regions added here. If you don't want the third one, you can delete that region. For the moment, I am adding this region and click OK. So by this way, you can add your desired region. Suppose you don't want to be filled the inside, you want in the thinner wall. I delete this Extrude boss. Again I activate this Extrude boss, and at the time there is a thin feature. When I press this thin feature, first I have to select the contour. I can select this contour, or if I want I can select the region. When I select the region, you can see this is thin feature. It works only on this edge. Suppose if I add to 20 mm, that means the thickness of the wall will be 20 mm, and it's in one direction right now. If I want in both direction, I can use 2 direction. In the direction 1 is 20 mm in the outside. If I see from the front view, you can see from here to the outside 20, and inside if I increase this to 5, then you can see in the inside of this sketch it will be added 5 mm. So by this way this thin feature works. If I want in mid plane, that means this 20 mm will be divided into 2 parts. 10 mm will be outside of this sketch and 10 mm will be inside of this sketch. And if I press OK, then with this Extrude boss you can see this is a very complex shape. You can get this complex shape from this Extrude boss with thin feature. And suppose if you want this side closed, you can do also this thing with Extrude boss thin feature. There is another option called cap end. If I press this cap end and if I give this thickness to 10 mm, if you see from this view, and if I press OK, if you see in section view, you will understand what happened here. Cap end means in the 2 sides it will add the material. If you need the cap end, then you can use that thing. If I use one direction, or I can use middle or 2 direction.